And hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be playing, as some of you suggested, as what did you call it? Ireland. Yeah. So we're just gonna get right to it. First thing is Ireland. Do not declare war on the UK. You're going, like, for obvious reasons. Declare war on the UK will 100% lead to your death, as they just spam troops in here and use their naval fleet to just dominate you. Something important to note: you spawn with 2 ships. You do spawn with 2 ships in your fleet. So that means you could spawn 2 troops and put a third on your capital and justify against either Norway, Sweden, or Finland. Personally, you should justify against Sweden, but because someone just became Norway, so now I think it's so in this scenario we'll definitely justify against Sweden, 100%. But this is just up to you whether you want to or not. We've just spawned another troop on Dublin, and we're going to immediately put it in a transport ship and send it all the way to Sweden. Right. Once we take Sweden, we're going to try to just leave the. We're just going to try to take Sweden and then use Sweden to double team Copenhagen, take Norway, and then take Norway. I'm sorry, I definitely stumbled on the word. Take Denmark and then take Norway. So it looks like democratic selection so we're just going to go basics, left fluid majority. And I think we're also going to start just running into Denmark now. Now we have a troop on Dublin, and you're going to want to start maxing out the defenses on Dublin. Just so no one can just immediately attack you. And for now, we're just going to just chill out here, right? Until we can declare war on Sweden, which we might as well do it now. But we are going to wait until we can actually land on Sweden. One more important thing is that, when you are attacking, when you're attacking Sweden, make sure you just cap around the capital, just continuously cap steal it. It's not worth to try to just wait or try to kill these troops, especially with someone actually being Norway probably just fighting against them. So yeah. Also, I am going to do a Luxembourg special. It's just gonna be quite delayed because I haven't had the time yet. I didn't expect to go double my subscribers in 3 days, which thank you. I am very grateful for that. I just really have to lock in to get these videos out that I promised you guys. So sorry about that. Oh, when attacking Sweden, you're definitely going to want to put a troop in a boat here, and then the second you can, take the troop out of the boat here, and then once you can, now the troop is going to move there, but that's fine. We might lose a troop here, which it's not fine, but it's not bad either. Let's check here. Yeah, I caused a death to my troop again. That's annoying. That's one of the worst things that could happen. So now there's going to be a small change of plans. I think now we're going to go for early game housing, just because there's no way we can invade someone like Denmark with just the 1 unit. It's impossible. So we're going to go for housing now, and we're going to take this one boat and move it onto the border with Denmark. Right? Also, looks like the UK is not leaving troops on his capital, which is fair. It's fine. He's doing them back on. Just looking through who's who. So there are some very good people in the lobby. So this is going to be a very clutch scenario, especially with how I messed up earlier. That's not going to be fun. I feel like the Germans got hair started. It looks like they're also going to lose. So we're going to land at Odense right now, and we're just going to continuously stack defenses here, so that when this troop attacks, we could just hold on. Or that we could even just attack this troop here if it's not going to attack us. We're also going to bring this troop back to our capital. Oh, by the way, guys, I have heard. I did promise you I was going to put up a poll, to decide a few things. I haven't put that up yet. It's gonna be a while because I've never done it before, so I'm gonna get my friend to help me with that. And I don't think he's gonna be on for a while, so maybe not even until tomorrow. So for that case, sorry about that. I will be getting that poll up soon. Yeah. Also, helpful tip: when you see pros like this in the lobby, 200,000 XP, 160,000 XP, 400,000 XP, do not just straight up buy factories like me. Right? This might be the death of me here. Probably mark my words here. When you're buying factories recklessly like this, it doesn't lead to good outcomes. And the main reason that when after buying so many factories, there's not much you could do should someone just bum rush you, and it just makes you a bigger target. Like, UK could double their factories then, or more than double their factories, by just attacking me now. And I couldn't do anything. Another thing, I'm still going to keep attacking this one troop on this one tile here, mainly because my troop it builds up army XP, and I do need to kill that troop to take the capital. I'm not taking the rest of the cities, mainly because I just don't need to. While it would make it easier to take the capital, possibly force it into attrition, I think it'd just be worth it to buy more factories now. As with several pros in the game, keeping up good relationships is important, and not to mention, since I never ally anyone, or I never try to keep good relations, because that's just what I don't like about this game, just keeping good relations with people. That we just need other advantages elsewhere. And actually, the reason I don't keep relations with people is because at one point in the game, having any alliances with people would basically rob you of your chance of winning, right? It wouldn't, not like winning, but it make it so any win you have is illegitimate. They changed that, but I still never have gotten fully over it, so I just always treat it as that. If you're not going to ally him, no. We're just going to spam produce even more units. And I think we're going to start producing them up here. As well as getting, attacking Finland. So we're doing pretty well for ourselves factory-wise. And, yeah, we are doing fantastic for ourselves factory-wise. Almost 90 factories after this. We're going to halt that troop there. I don't think I want to move it. And he's got Copenhagen. This is wonderful. If he does decide to move out Copenhagen, which looks like he's not. He might try to be annoying with us for no reason. Ooh, I accidentally sold that unit. Y'all, I'm 100% certain you guys saw that. Never, just be careful when pressing key. That's one thing I don't like about this game. I think I'd rather custom key mines, and I think he's just called, okay. I don't know if that's good or bad for us. On the one hand, Berlin is, like, right in reach, so, like, I think I could just take it and kill them. But on the other hand, I don't have that much anything here. So things are not going to be easy, especially if the UK joins. And the UK joins are probably just cooked. I think Denmark might have left the game. I think I'm just going to rush the capital now. Should France have cleared warned me, I think that's fine. Germany's preventing France from taking the capital. That's funny. And as lowly old, what do you call it? Ireland, we have 180 factories. That's a lowly old Ireland. I just like all of you to think about that. 180 factories, and we're not even that far behind people like France. So this is very interesting. What's house is it? No, that's such a bad border war. I'm not giving it. What I will give you. Well, France is justifying against me now, which makes sense because he did all the fighting. So I'll give him that to try to keep him calm. Okay, he just doesn't want it. Okay. This is actually kind of like an Italian situation in shortly before World War I, where the Byzantine Empire offered to basically lend them Libya, but just would like them to keep the name under their name. Italians said no, went to war, and lost a ton of troops. They lost so much, including prestige. And it was one of those situations where it would just be better to just take the land now and then give it back later. It also looks like France might have boats, or might try to naval invade me. So in that case, we are first off going to max out towards your second off attack here, and third off get casters. That's casters are the easiest way to destroy boats. As well, some of you guys have been suggesting I do more like videos on explaining how to do stuff. First thing, whenever you're playing, careful of this. Whenever you get into a position sending a troop out, always know where it can fall back to and where it can easily get cut off. Sending one troop out in the middle of two troops at any time is never good. Never use the AI, and just always try to micromanage. Just micromanaging is infinitely better than using the AI. So just always worry about that. Lastly, I think now is a good time to stop buying factories. Also, always get mechanization. Mechanization is always so important. Also, when moving a troop, look at potential places that it could block off, like potential routes or fallback lines it could block off. Always look at that. Like, for example, this troop right here, had its fallback line was just an area where it would 100% die. This troop right here pushed it to a fallback line where it would die. Like, you must be always careful. You must always be careful when you choose things like this. And also always be careful when attacking cities. Just always be careful. It's not worth attacking a city just to lose everything. It's never. I think France has maxed out troops now, which is quite annoying. Oh, you got the kill. Okay. We have to remember every single kill France gets is detrimental to us, while every kill we get is just about a scratch for him. Also, one more important thing, don't move your units like this when they're low on health. Never move your units like this. Because your units, like, it's better to just try to let them heal instead of continuously moving them and risking them dying to just something stupid. Also, always look at your flanks. Like always look at your flanks. You never know when someone's just gonna send a sneaky troop to your capital to try and capitulate you. And I think this is France done. France has done that many troops, so I'm gonna send him a peace request for all of his money. A lot, not that much money. I'm just gonna take a ton of land and factories, mostly mainly in Germany. I think these are mainly Germany borders. Also, whenever sending peace requests, remember you're gonna lose many potential troop kills. Just always remember that. It's fine. It's not terrible, but it's fine. You also just walk the tank directly to a kill for me, so that's also nice. So as Ireland of all people, we have the strongest economy in the game. A military that's completely pathetic. It is beating the strongest people. Every day Conquer World surprises me more. I thought this was gonna be a difficult video, and it might end up being a shorter video than my German one. So yeah. I did make a very bad mistake here. This troop is going to be able to get killed by this troop right here. So, we cannot let that happen. So we must do something like this to try and hold it off until this troop can heal. Romania as for alliance are always going to say no to that. And backup troops are arriving. So, we're going to send this unit here. Like this, something like this, and this. And we're going to double team these units here. And this should be dead. One thing, this troop is going to move back to this tile here. Be careful for that, as when this does, like, you just have to have the intuition of where the troop's going to fall back to, and just by saying that, I can tell where the troop would fall back to, and you know where a troop's going to fall back to, you can just decide whether you want to halt your troop so you can prevent it from, you can heal it up so it can attack later, or if you just want to continue moving it so it can cut it off. And this troop's going to fall back to this tile here. I believe troops just fall back to the furthest tile it can, so, like, the furthest tile away from the troop that it's attacking, so just using, like, I think you could just use like trigonometry or something to find it out. For those of you in the comments who are telling me that I don't upgrade my troops, or like that I have 800,000 XP but don't upgrade my troops, yeah, here you go. I've upgraded my troops finally. Hope you guys are happy. It's just so we're gonna definitely have to move this troop down here. Also, one more thing. Whenever you have a capital troop, never under any circumstance use that capital troop to attack another troop. Like, to attack a troop, that's not on a capital, or just attack any troop. It weakens your capital troop a lot. There is an attacker's bonus, an attacker's advantage, but the defender's advantage of just 30 defenses on capital is much, much stronger, right? Having a 10 defense troop is much better than attacking with 10 attacking 5 defense troop. It's just better to just sit there with a 10 defense troop. So now I think we have most everything in the bag. The one issue we have is we don't have troops, which is quite easily overshadowed by the fact that we have infinite economy here. So yeah. I'm also going to continuously buy better units. I also recently came across a video about how tanks are one of the worst units to produce, which I don't get that at all. They said tanks are really bad against anti-tank, which is obvious, they're bad against anti-tank. But they also say that the tanks get shredded by anti-tank, which is just not even that true. 2 tanks can be an anti-tank barely, but just how the 2 anti-tanks can barely be a regular troop, right? It also said that anti-tank could go up against regular troops. That's if it's attacking. If it's defending, they just get shredded. That's it. That's for everything. When something gets attacking, it has like a plus 20% bonus on it or something. And that's just something I just find interesting. I'm also going to start demanding tiles from other people. We're not going to take any of his money. Hope he accepts these tiles just because border gore and yeah, he mainly uses border gore. one more important thing, decide where you want your planes to spawn and only have them spawn there for the rest of the game. Just only ever have them spawn there. And especially if you're playing a country like Ireland, knowing how to use planes properly is really important, because the only way your main island can get it can get invaded is through the sea and through the navy. And if you have pure air superiority, they will never be able to invade you. Like, for example, here I'm going to deploy as many casts as I can up here, and this will make it so literally no one can invade me, or at least not effectively. Maybe the British can invade me, but that's about it. And now we have to decide who do we want to go after, and probably Romania. Spain is a lot harder to go after. Romania is a lot more of a juicy target, so we're gonna go after them. Also, make sure you keep on your focus. I've forgotten to do this. I know I'm trash at the game. As well, we're gonna do an counter for this video. I know I'm saying this way late into the video, but we're definitely doing an counter. I'm also going to turn down the noise of it, as you guys have told me. Yeah. So I also would like you to tell me in the comments which country you'd like me to do next. Don't put like a new country. There's a few options. There is Cyprus, Kiwat, or Bosnia. Those are the 3 options you have, because I will be doing Luxembourg over the weekend, because Luxembourg could take a while. Also, just good strategy. Have good strategy whenever you attack. Doing 3-pronged defenses, which is first off, you see this troop right here. Immediately retreat this troop, because it's a 1v3, which is not happening. But this one troop is gonna be able to kill these 2 troops, so I sent it ahead of these troops, and then just send it straight to the cap. Okay. Now this is interesting. If you have spare ships, send them out to die to Britain. Just send them out to die. The reason is, if a transfer ship goes into a ship that's trying to deploy a unit onto land, it instantly fails. It stops, and the deploying troop just doesn't deploy at all, which is something very important when you're trying to consider someone trying to invade you from the navy. We're going to micromanage this back here, because that's just not. We don't like this. Did he put all of his things in Belfast? Did he? We're gonna move off capital quickly to take Belfast, mainly because in the off chance he put everything on Belfast, which he didn't, it'd be a lot better for us to just hold this for ourselves. Can I not set a troop to spawn here, or am I just stupid? Okay, I was just stupid. Okay. I'm gonna spawn 1 more unit, and yeah, then we're just going to finish off Romania. Yeah. I think it's just gonna be a fairly quick victory here. I don't think I'm gonna do anything to try to XP farm Romania. I think it's just a bit too risky. And we're also just going to try to keep up here. Yeah. Okay, so Romania just deleted all of his troops. He gave up. Yeah, he knew it was over. So now we're going to get on borders of Albania, Greece, and I think that's Britain, which we get war. So we take all Britain's Russian holdings for some reason. I don't know why he has no troops here. He has troops in the south, and that's about it. So send troops here, send troops here, send troops here, and then send this on the Italian border. Make sure there's nothing crazy going on here, which there isn't. And I think Britain has up the game, so I'm probably just gonna speed it up here until I can finish this off. Also, let me know in the comments what other musics I should use. Make sure it's like royalty free. What music I should use for the time lapses in the video. Also, if I don't respond to your comment immediately, that's because I always wait until the next day when I actually post before responding to comments. It is just specifically just because like I actually, they were not the next day, but just whenever I post next. This is just mainly because I don't have too much time on my hands, so I have to just try to crunch this down into one tiny bit of stuff, which this is just what happens. Something to note here, when you're trying to win and you're trying to get a full victory, don't actually kill these troops here in like Russia or something. Always leave these troops alive, for the main reason that if you were to kill them, you wouldn't be able to take someone like Spain, because then you'd hit the limit to how much you could take, right? But if you take the UK last, you would 100% be able to take Spain and everything else, because they hold so much land, right? And then you can just take the UK and have a clean border. As well, if you do ever want to, just to make sure you can take something like Spain, make sure you get battleships or just regular ships here, just because then you could just deploy troops on London, take the capital quickly, and move on, which is what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to send as many castle there, kick the troop off the capital, and then move on. We're also, I think, going to just send as many troops down to Spain as quickly as possible. Again, you could pull back a troop off this area just to continue on with everything, make life easier for yourself. Honestly, this is just up to you. I also do not like the system where it auto redirects troops around dead units. I do not like that. I think there could be a lot more customizable options that this game could have, but honestly, it's fine how it is. And there you go. That was whatever it was winning as Ireland, which somehow this video was quicker than my Germany video. Don't know how, it just was. So if you ever want to easily invade the UK, just place 2 troops here or 1 troop, depending on how good your stuff is, and you send a troop to the UK. But this is the entire world conquered as Ireland. So if you enjoyed, make sure you like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Also, comment on what how my editing should be or what I should do next.